Hello and welcome. We are live here in the SMPA studio. I'm Sean Grant, and now we're going to break down what happened in the first half of the GW women's basketball game as they're playing Georgetown today. I am joined live from the Smith Center by our own reporter, Louis Staub. Louis, how you doing?
Great. It's great to be here.
All right, well now Louis, we've talked a lot about this GW women's team in some of the previous coverage we've done. Just in our last show, we broke down a lot of the stuff that we saw from them in the first three games. And one of the things that we really harped on was how they were able to rebound and how specifically Kelly Prange, as the senior forward on this GW team, how she was able to rebound. What did you see out of her from that first half?
She was absolutely electric today, Sean. She was making her passes, really physical in the paint, getting a lot of rebounds. The one criticism I would say is that she needs to be more physical with number 5 on Georgetown, Petke. She has 11 rebounds for the half, and that's one thing that Kelsey should probably try to maintain a little bit.
Okay. And now, how many minutes of playing time did we see from Camilla Tapias in that first half? We talked a lot about how she was a senior guard who wasn't getting a lot of playing time. She maybe could have helped this women's team out with her three-point shooting, but she hadn't played a lot in those first few games. How did she play in that first half?
She played well. She had 13 minutes, 7 points. She was 100% from the field. I can see, though, that she is favoring the right foot. She seems to be hobbling around just a bit, especially when she's making turns. So that might be a reason why for a lack of minutes this game.
And now, how many turnovers did the team have? And on top of that, how many assists did Malin Bautista have? As we talked a lot about how there were seemingly some issues with their passing. Malin, obviously a very talented point guard, but the team turned the ball over a lot in the first couple of games. How did that play out in the first half?
Yeah, they turned the ball over a bit in the first quarter, but then worked it out the second quarter. They only ended up with 5 at the half, whereas Georgetown had 11. Bautista played well. She had 4 assists and 3 points. She was very mobile on the court, I would say. Her vision was wide open. She kept on finding players in the corners. It was a good half for her.
And now, going off of that, we talked a lot about how the offense played, but what did you see out of the defense in that first half? Obviously, with the score being 36-18, they did play some very strong defense, but what did you see from their defensive rotations and how they were able to stop Georgetown?
They were playing really well. The only criticism I would have was working on boards. Georgetown got a lot of offensive rebounds, and other than that, they played really well. They played really physical. They kept the bodies in front of them. Yeah, they've been playing well. That's why they have double the points that Georgetown has.
And now, what did we see out of Georgetown's Deanna White? She was one of their leading scorers through the first couple of games, a player that GW really needed to focus on and shut down. How did White play in that first half?
I think they really shut her down well. She has 0 points. She's 0 from 6 from the field, and only with 2 rebounds, so she's not that much of a threat, or at least for the first half.
All right, thank you a lot, Louis, for those insights, and we will see you again at the end of the game. Right now, GW leads Georgetown 36-18 at halftime, but do not go anywhere because as soon as the game is over, we'll give you a quick recap of what happened, and Louis will join us again for that coverage. So, stay tuned.